Hello and welcome to easywebsite101.com. In this quick video, I'm going to show you exactly how my web design and SEO book works. Easy Website 101 is divided into 9 chapters. And please keep in mind that I do not expect you, nor do I want you to be an expert. I'm going under the assumption that you are a small business owner or that you are a beginner, like I used to be. So I created the book as easily as I possibly can. I'm going under the assumption that you want me to show you not only what it is that you need to do, but actually how to do it. And in order to do that, I've divided my book into 9 chapters. The first 4 chapters are all about getting you prepared. Everything from getting a website started to what it is that you need to purchase, to how you need to prepare your computer. And a lot of it may already be done if you have your website. But again, I'm going under the assumption that you may be a beginner, or even if you already have a website, you may not know of a lot of stuff that's out there. So I'm going under the assumption that we're going to work from scratch, and you can simply take, if you already have a website, take the information that you didn't know and simply incorporate that in your website. Chapters 5 through 7, I actually show you how to create a website. I'm going under the assumption, again, whether you are a beginner or maybe you're an existing website owner, if you're not getting any type of ranking in the search engines, your website may be so flawed that you may actually have to recreate it from scratch. So I'll show you how to do it. And when I show you how to create something, I'm literally telling you which buttons to press on the keyboard. And it's as if I'm sitting next to you, telling you, showing you what to do. In chapters 8 and 9, it's all about managing your website. I show you a lot of the free SEO stuff that's out there, how you can manage your traffic, on what you need to do. So to give you a brief overview, here is a breakdown of every chapter. In chapter 1, I will show you how to get a website started, what you need to have in place. Obviously, if you don't have a computer, if you don't have internet access, this is going to be probably not going to work for you. So I'll show you exactly what you need to have. I want you to know exactly how much it's going to cost you in terms of money and time. And then also what you need and where to go to get it. There's a lot of things that you can get for free. I'll show you literally which websites to go to and how you can get your website started without spending a whole lot of money. Also, how to prepare. In chapter 2, we'll talk about preparing your computer, how to create folders, how to manage your pictures. This is very important. One of the reasons that my website and those of my clients rank high is because the pictures have to be taken care of. And this is very easy stuff. Again, if you already have an existing website, chances are you already got all this taken care of. You may not even need it, but you will need to take care of your pictures. In chapter 3, chapter 3 is basically a sample chapter. I will introduce you to HTML and front page, which is what I use in my book. And front page is an HTML editor like most others. So if you already have a website and you're using another HTML editor, that's fine. It'll probably be just as fine and no different than front page. And in chapter 3, I'll actually walk you through the steps of creating a sample web page that has all the features that you would expect to see in a website, the pictures, text, links, and all the various things. Chapter 3 is basically nothing but a sample page. Chapter 4 is very important. I'll introduce you to the 3 main key players that you need to worry about when you have a website, which are your customers, the search engines, and yourself. I want you to understand that creating a website that will satisfy the needs of the search engines is actually easier than you think. But it has to be done by you. I want you to be comfortable with it. And when you take care of yourself, if you are comfortable with creating your website and you understand what the search engines want, you will also be able to take care of your customers. That's why I said understanding the 3 players. If you understand the 3, the money will come in. I will explain to you exactly what SEO means. And again, I use high-ranking existing websites to show you step by step how to do it. So, and then I also explain to you the importance of the pictures again. In chapter 4, very important. If you know how to optimize your pictures, and if you prepare them properly, you have a huge head start on your competitors. And again, and then at the very end, we will do the final preparations so that in chapter 5, you will actually create the homepage. I'll assume again, whether you already have a website and simply need to make a few changes, or if you decide that you want to start from scratch, it doesn't matter. I'm going under the assumption that if I show you how to do it from scratch, you can simply make the changes to your existing site as needed. But again, I'm going to be pretending as if the book is in front of your computer and me sitting by your side. I literally tell you which buttons to press on your keyboard. Chapter 5 is divided into 10 sections. The homepage is the most important page in your website. So I'm really going to take my time, make sure it's done right. I'll show you how to add all the essentials that you need to have. And keep in mind that your homepage will become your template. So once your homepage is done, you will use it as a template for all your other pages. In chapter 6, I show you how to add the support pages. You know, your contact page, how to add, if you have a return policy, how to put that in there. A lot of websites have the About Us page that talks about the business. I show you how to add every individual page and how to link it to your homepage. And then you can decide which pages you want to use and which ones you don't. Now, one of the things that separates my book from all the other out there is that I'm an existing retail business owner, and I have been in business since 1999. So in addition to just telling you what to do and showing you how to do it, I'm going to give you some personal tips. For instance, tips on payment methods. I'll explain to you some of the experiences that I've had with shopping carts, with credit cards, you know, with checks and cash and all that stuff. The same thing with tips on shipping and supplies. I'm actually going to show you what I did. You know, whether if you're starting out a business, I want you to get some advice from an actual business owner. Whether you take it or not doesn't matter, but I'll give it to you. The same thing with the return policy. I want you to know what it is that an existing successful retail internet business is all about. So in addition to just talking about web design and SEO, I'm taking it a step further and giving you lots of personal opinions and advice. In chapter 7, we're going to create the actual merchandise sections. This is where, and this again, very, very important for search engine optimization. One of the reasons why my website ranks for high and for dozens and dozens of keyword combinations is because I know how to perfectly optimize my service sections. This is very, very important. The merchandise and the service sections, this is where these will be your money makers. Not just to showcase your products, but if you do them right, and this is what my book is all about, you can get a huge amount of traffic, as you've seen in my other videos. I also, very importantly, my book is designed for websites whether you offer a merchandise or service. And I want you to think of ways to incorporate both, but I go into details on how to do both. So whether you have a product business like mine, I sell my carpets, or you provide a service like in my other video I showed you with DP Hockey, where Coach Pollard is an ice hockey training specialist. He provides a service, I provide a merchandise. Both of our websites rank high in the search engines, and that is what chapter 7 is all about. In chapter 8, I show you how to register your website with the search engines, how to install and how to run the traffic programs, how to manage the performance, and how to manage your website from an SEO standpoint. Then I show you how to add additional contents as needed, and how to do your final touches, how to get your website basically completed. And then finally in chapter 9, I talk about various stuff that you may or may not need. I talk about the SEO scams, why a lot of the websites that you see typically don't rank high. You know, when you have millions of web results and you only have the first page with the 10 results, I think you ought to know why most websites don't rank. I also talk about other ways that you can enhance the traffic to your website. I briefly talk about PPCs in case you're interested in doing some online ads. I show you how I've done them in the past and what to look out for. And then finally, I also talk about other websites where you can take your website and you can advertise it, whether it is in the social networks that have become very popular, whether it is in other places like Amazon or eBay. I show you how I did it and what it is that you can do. So these are the 9 chapters that make up Easy Website 101. It's a very easy book to read. Again, I really went out of my way. I'm going under the assumption that you are a beginner, and I've had a whole lot of folks calling me, telling me that they really like the way the way the book works. This is not designed for someone who is, perfect in computer programming. This is really designed for small business owners and for beginners, for amateurs who want to learn how to do it, but who are not complete computer literate. So I'm going under the assumption that you're beginners. I hope this video is of help to you. Again, there's lots of other videos and information in my homepage. So please, if you need any information, go to easywebsite101.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.